Hello, welcome to I Am Library. Never outshine your master. Everybody is obliged and have the privilege to learn from someone. There are times that we learn from people and we become better than them. But we never want to use that opportunity to make them feel less because they taught us to become who we are. Today we are talking about the 48 laws of power. Let me share this with you. So one day I sat in a vehicle, going to visit a friend. Then this old man came, then he said, "There are young people in this car. A lot of young people in this generation don't like reading. And they know I'm about to talk about a book, and I know nobody's going to pay attention. But let me just say it." So people were still talking. Then the old man got angry and he was like, "They won't listen. Then I said I'm about to sell a book. If I said I was going to sell," he mentioned something which totally have forgotten, but he mentioned something. You would have paid attention. I said I'm selling a book. So I asked, "Sir, please, can you speak to us about the book?" Then he said, "I'm talking about the 48 laws of power." Then he said, "The first law is never outshine your master." So it got me curious and I bought the book. Because of time, he didn't get time to explain further. But in my reading, I learned this. Never outshine your master. Everybody is obliged and have the privilege to learn from someone. There are times that we learn from people and we become better than them. But we never want to use that opportunity to make them feel less because they taught us to become who we are. For example, a teacher teaches a doctor and the doctor becomes a medical doctor. A teacher teaches a lawyer and the lawyer becomes a lawyer. And even at times gets better salary, gets better jobs, gets better provisions than the teacher who taught them. But it doesn't make the teacher lesser than the doctor or anyone. So when you have the privilege to be taught by a leader, a teacher, you don't feel like you're better than them because of where you've gotten to. So the first law, never try to outshine your master. No matter your height in life, you should remember it was that same person that taught you. It was that same person that made you who you are. It's that same person that gave you the privilege, that same person that imparted you. So you don't try to outshine them. That's the first law. I'm not going to talk about all, but I just want to share some few laws with you. And the second one I want to talk about is so much depends on your reputation. Guard it with your life. There are a lot of us that play with who we are. In fact, play with our reputation. We misbehave anyhow. We present ourselves anywhere, forgetting that it is our reputations that are at stake. And the writer's judgment, he says there are 3 things that destroys a man's reputation. 1, anger. 2, sex. 3, money. Money can either make you or unmake you. You know, there's this scripture that I love so much that is in Proverbs. It says that the borrower is a slave to the lender. So, for the sake of your reputation, never borrow. When you know you are not in position to pay back as the promised time, rather ask than go for borrowing. 2, sex. Never sleep around. As a young man, a young woman, never go into bed with anybody that you are not married to. Premarital sex. It can destroy your reputation. And 3 is anger. I'll be talking about temperament very soon, which helps in relating with other people. Anger is a major thing. I used to have a problem with anger. Like, things really piss me off easily. So there was one day that someone taught me, anytime you are angry, speak less, or be silent, or walk away. And over the years, it has helped me so much. So I don't remember the last time I got angry actually. Yeah. Because anytime I'm angry, I become silent or I walk away. so that it doesn't ruin my reputation, because you don't know who might be watching, who is looking up to you, who you might be imparting, who you are imparting directly or indirectly by your actions or by your behavior or by your character or by your personality. If you really want to enjoy more or if you really want to learn more, get the 48 Laws of Power.